No, I know it's true because as a comedian, I know, and I think most comedians would agree. It's like conservatives, they do tend to be very thin-skinned. They are very easily offended. They don't take jokes very well. You kind of have to walk on eggshells around them because you will offend their delicate sensibilities. That's tough for me because I'm a big free speech guy as a comedian. So I'm not used to this. I mean, I am used to this. Chelsea, she said, she called her a prostitute. Maybe that's not really fair. Maybe like gold digger probably would have been better. But I feel like when people say, they don't just say gold digger. Usually there's some other word that comes out. They say gold digging. What is it? I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, whores, right? Yeah, gold digging whores. So, but I don't know where Chelsea got the prostitute thing from. No, that's totally out of line.
In this clip from Piers Morgan Uncensored, we've got comedian, and I use that term pretty loosely, Trae Crowder stepping into the ring with Piers Morgan, and let's just say this man is swinging wild. Honestly, Trae's going to do most of the talking, but of course I'll be giving you my unfiltered take, so let's just get into this clip quickly.
What you guys are, I thought y'all are you can't joke about anything anymore crowd, right?
I got to be honest with you. You can joke about what you like, and my only comparison is, yes, people trolled Michelle Obama and so on. I don't remember any famous comedian doing it on stage at an award show calling Michelle Obama a prostitute or Hillary Clinton or any other Democrat wife, for that matter, ever. Democrat first lady. And so I'm afraid it seems to me it seems to me there is a double standard here, because if they had, they'd have been run out of town. And that's the difference.
But your countryman Ricky Gervais very famously went in on the woke Hollywood elite and all that, countless times to their face.
Hang on.
Everybody loved it.
I'm saying specifically calling the First Lady of the United States a hooker. That's what I'm talking about.
If you're gonna define it that narrowly, no, I can't find an analogy to that. But people,
there hasn't been one.
But that's okay.
Because it's okay if you're a Democrat. Yeah. If you're a Democrat, it seems to me that's fine. It's fine to do it about a Republican First Lady. My point is, no one has ever done that from the right or left about a Democrat First Lady. There is a double standard about Melania Trump that I find repulsive. And if I was Donald Trump, I'd be repulsed by that as well.
I just think you should be able to joke about anything as a comedian. That's all I'm saying. I think it's ridiculous to draw the line there. These people are in power. You can punch up. You can make fun of a Democrat First Lady if you want to. You can make fun of the Republican one. It's fine. People either laugh or they won't. If she's in front of a Hollywood crowd, they're liberals. They laugh. Whatever. If she does it in front of another crowd, they're not going to. People at home don't have to like it. They could get mad. But, like I said, I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in free speech. You should be able to say these things,
I mean, exactly. If you are going to call yourself a defender of free speech, you've got to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. And the funny thing here is that conservatives love to wrap themselves in the First Amendment, right? They'll scream about how leftists are trying to cancel everything and liberals don't understand free speech. But when it's their own side being roasted, suddenly they're the ones crying foul. They want the right to say whatever they want, but the second they're on the receiving end of a joke, it's that's too far, or that's disrespectful. It's called humor, not an attack. So yeah, I think Trae is pretty spot on. Either everyone gets to make jokes or no one does. You can't cherry pick when free speech applies or doesn't. If we're going to let the left take their shots at the right, conservatives need to suck it up and take theirs too. You can't stand on the free speech soapbox when it's convenient for you, then run for cover when the spotlight is on you. That's called hypocrisy, and that's on full display.
Oh, you can say it, but I can call it out. Let me get a mic. Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, are you happy that Chelsea Handler called the First Lady a prostitute?
I mean, it's a stupid joke. I didn't think it was particularly funny, but I think Piers, you call yourself an anti-woke host. This is an awfully woke conversation. I think.
But it's not though, is it? I actually don't think it is. I don't think calling First Ladies prostitutes is A, it's not funny, but B, it's just wrong, isn't it? I mean, I'm not even American, and I feel it's wrong.
Listen, I agree with you. I didn't think the joke was particularly funny. I had no idea what a Nora was until I read the briefing for this conversation earlier today. Never heard of the movie. But look, I think conservatives need to lighten up. I think liberals need to lighten up. Was it Whitney Cummings on New Year's Eve that did a bunch of anti-Kamala, anti-Biden jokes and the left went crazy? Let comedians have fun. If you don't like it, turn off the TV.
No, I'm all in favor of that. Right to the point you call first ladies hookers. I just think it crosses a line. Let me bring in Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes, is there a line?
I'm a I'm a defender of the First Amendment, so I agree with Mike. I agree with Trae. I think, it's a distasteful joke. I absolutely hate it. I do think that for Melania Trump, there has been she's been targeted from even the women's fashion magazines. They won't put her on Vogue.
Vogue never has her on the cover.
She had this incredible photo for her official portrait. The writer of Vogue, who, by the way, is like the worst dresser, made the worst comments about Melania Trump. Look, she's a fashion icon. The woman can walk into a room and goodness gracious, she is just such an incredible presence. And someone who I know has, it advises the president in a lot of these cases as well. So yeah, distasteful, absolutely. I think that comedian is awful. I've never liked her. I see the women from The View. They are as awful as well, because for them, it's always the personal attacks. It's always like, let me, bring out my nails and try to be the mean girl and try to destroy, for example, a Melania Trump. And it's just, I hate it. But at the end of the day, the great thing about America is our First Amendment and our freedom of...
I love the fact that they're being real, because honestly, this whole outrage culture is exhausting on both sides. Yeah, liberals can get overly sensitive, no doubt, we've seen it, but let's also be real, conservatives are the Olympic gold medalists of playing the victim card when it suits them. I mean, they make fun of Joe Biden's age, call Kamala Harris incompetent, mock liberal college kids for being triggered, which, fair game, right? But the second someone cracks a joke about their side, suddenly it's, how dare you, and these jokes are ruining society. Like, make up your mind. Either we can all joke around about everyone, or you just admit that you only want free speech when it's convenient for you. And let me also make this clear. Comedy is meant to push boundaries. The whole point of satire and jokes is to call out hypocrisy, to challenge power, and yes, to make people uncomfortable. If your first instinct is to cry unfair when a joke hits a little too close to home, then maybe you're the one who needs to toughen up. You don't have to like every joke, but you also don't get to act like it's a crime when it doesn't favor your side. That's not how free speech works. So yeah, I think Trae is pretty dead on here. We should be able to joke about anyone, politicians, first ladies, celebrities, everyone. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. And if it offends you, move on. But don't try to make some fake moral argument about respect when 5 minutes later you're laughing at a Biden meme. Either jokes are fair game or they're not. You have to pick a lane. At least that's my unfiltered take. Of course, I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. If you agree or disagree with these points, let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.